Okay, good Tuesday morning to you. It is Tuesday morning. My cold actually feel better this morning than I did yesterday. The last couple of days I've had this cold. It's been tough to kick. Lots of news in the weather world, especially West Coast United States, California, Washington, Oregon. Atmospheric river, right? We get them. Listen, not unusual to get an atmospheric river. This is nice and early for one, or, you know, they're not, it's not out of the question to get one now. But just know that when we get atmospheric rivers, they make headlines because they can do a lot of flooding and water damage. Lots of issues with them because it's like a fire hose and you're pointing it, a narrow fire hose, not a big spray, but a narrow one, and you're pointing it at a certain part of the coast. Let's say you're pointing it at San Francisco Bay Area, like just the Bay Area, from Santa Rosa to San Jose. That area is going to get maybe a foot of rain in that zone from Santa Rosa to San Jose. But areas south of San Jose, like let's say Morgan Hill, Gilroy, they may only get a quarter inch. So half a foot, quarter inch, half foot. So it's the line of the haves and the have-nots is what this is all about. And where this thing hits makes all the difference. One of the problems we have forecasting them is because they're running in a straight line, sort of a zonal flow, that's what you call it in the jet stream, when it's coming in off the coast, it undulates and moves up and down fairly rapidly, so development can occur along that line anywhere, and that'll send it north or that'll send it south. I know, right? Right now the models are coming up pretty nicely with the agreement. They're agreeing on the location of this AR, this atmospheric river. This is what it looks like. Isn't that beautiful? Really? Oh my gosh, right? Stunning. Let me push in a little bit here. And you can kind of see the texture. You can see to the north up there, you can see the cold air sector, the developing low, which is going to get big, but it stays to the north, the big winds from this low. And then below that is the atmospheric river, a different kind of it's fuel for that low coming into it. And when that low, it's like a match in gasoline. When that low hits that atmospheric river, which it's doing in Pacific Northwest, stuff happens. And that's where we are, stuff happening. And that's not happening yet, but it will as we go into, well, let's take a look. Here is the GFS, and we're looking at the forecast, and the timing is everything. This is forecast rainfall over 24 hours. So right around here, the first thing you notice is this is about 24 hours. So first thing you notice is right here, 2 inches of rain up around, that looks up around Bodega Bay, 2 inches. San Jose, 0.04, 400s, barely get any rain. North of Chico, Redding's up at about an inch. Chico and Red Bluff are down to about half an inch. The point being, the line is very, see it? As we go through time, I'm gonna keep rolling it. And you see it kicks in. This is Friday when the storm kicks through and the snow levels finally drop. Let's take another look at it. This is the actual forecast rain, if you will. And here we are, there it is. This is Wednesday morning. You can see the Bay Area, right? Wednesday morning, Marin County, you're getting it on. And then you get into Wednesday afternoon, still San Jose, Monterey Bay, Santa Cruz Mountains not getting hit that hard. And then it starts to lift out as we go into Thursday afternoon. And then it pushes through on Friday. That push through on Friday right there, that's when the cold air comes in. That's when snow levels drop. That's when that winter storm warning really takes hold in the mountains. Of course, we have a number of watches, warnings, alerts. And it's game on for everything. It's game on for the ocean. You're going to have high wind advisories. You're going to have flood advisories. You're going to have, just because this is the storm, right? This is the big low, the big moisture plume. Now, it may not hit you. So if there's a flood warning in Marin County or San Francisco County, which is possible too, south of there in San Jose, you're like, what are you talking about? It is amazing, the delineation between the haves and the have-nots. And that's where we are. Right now, the haves appear to be up in Marin County, up in north of the Golden Gate Bridge, north of I-80. Here is the live picture. This is from Mount Tamalpais. I love this shot. And I think I can pull it up for you. Let's watch the sun come up. And you'll see the clouds coming in off the ocean, streaming in. And I'm showing you these live cameras now. Ocean not big, but ocean going to get big as we go into tonight, tomorrow, and the next day. I'm sure there'll be surf advisories and high wind warnings. That's the subtropical moisture starting to stream in over the top of us. That's up in Marin County. If you go a little further south to Ocean Beach, you see it in a more direct coming in. I can't fast forward this, but you can see, like the container ship out of the sea, but you also see the ocean. It's definitely jumbled. It's not that big, but it's going to get big. It's going to get really big. Will it be surfable big? No, because it's going to be blown out and victory at sea. We talked about that yesterday. Santa Cruz, this might animate, this might not. Let's see if it will. Okay, so refreshing. Okay, so Santa Cruz, you see the clouds there. That's further south, not quite as robust, right? So to the north, you're already seeing more of a pronounced footprint for the atmospheric river. This is the Lake Tahoe area. This is Homewood, one of my favorite ski resorts in the old days. They used to have, you used to be able to get tickets there. This is back in the 70s and 80s. I could get a ticket for like $10. And so I'd drive up they had men's stays and women's stays, and you would get like half price. So like $4. It was awesome. Lake Tahoe, you're like, okay, this could be a bunch of snow because it's going to be a bunch of rain somewhere. Well, it's going to be a bunch of snow for Mount Shasta above 5,000 feet. It's going to be a bunch of snow for Lake Tahoe right away above 6,800 feet. And then on Friday it comes down. So a lot of this is going to melt or be melted by the rains that come in tomorrow and then again on Thursday. And then by Friday that front slides through. What can we show you here? Okay, so this is precipitable water, and there's the Bay Area, and there it is right there. That's the atmospheric river. And so that blue area represented from, in this case, Humboldt Bay all the way south to Monterey Bay is the focus of the AR. This is Wednesday afternoon. Let me back it up. This is Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday morning, and then see it lift out. Now that's it lifting out Thursday into Thursday afternoon, and then it clicks through. That's the frontal passage. And when that happens, the temperature's cool. So, got a lot going on. Let me move. I'll show you this current radar right now. This is how it looks. And so you can see that we've got rain showing up already. I can loop that too, I believe. Yeah, so this is rain showing up already up around Fortuna and Eureka. These things are slow moving. They don't move to the south very quickly, so they can train the moisture over an area. That's why they're so dangerous. They can train over Marin County. I've seen it. Then you're going to get 14 inches of rain easy overnight in the Marin County watershed. Not saying that's going to happen, but wherever that fire hose points, it's game on. And that's the game we're dealing with right now. So as we go through the next couple of days, every 6 to 12 hours, the models will have a good update. We'll know. You'll see where it's raining, and you'll also see when that front starts to kick through, because that's when the rain's going to essentially intensify then end. That's on Friday. So here we go. We go Wednesday night, late tonight into early Wednesday morning. It starts to rain in the North Bay. Rains a lot in the North Bay all day Wednesday. Scattered sprinkles and showers for San Francisco, for Oakland. You may be going, what's the big deal? But north of the Golden Gate Bridge, north of I-80, it'll be raining pretty hard. That could change, but right now that is the forecast. Here is the 5-day forecast, and it's fluid. I'm going to keep it nimble, right? Because things are going to move around. But I've seen this a million times. The chances of this dropping down and coming over San Francisco, which I have seen, it's there, but it's not great. The models are congealing on this solution of north of the Golden Gate Bridge. So that's what you want. Now, on Thursday night into Friday, as that front kicks through, then you're going to see more rain, more equally spread out. Okay, so there'll definitely be updates, because it's a pretty intense little weather pattern we got here, but we'll be fine. It's California, man. It's California weather. It's not something we're not used to, and it's not some biblical event. It's just what it is. We get these, we're getting one, and I think we'll be fine. See you back here.